Good morning, everybody. What a great morning it is. It's time for Morning Manna, and I'm so thankful and grateful to share my time with you and that you're sharing your time with me. What a great morning it is. And if you are the first, second, or third time Morning Manna fam, joining on the Morning Manna fam, we really want you to shout out who you are and where you are so that we can give you a shout out. Now, here is the rules of engagement for our morning morning manna. It is this. It's the text, the talk, and the takeaway. It's the text, the talk, and the takeaway. And remember this. Excuse me. Seem like I'm trying to get a cold here this morning. Remember this. As always, want your likes and your hearts and all of those great things that share with us. This is what we do. We share our comments throughout the day so that others can get the revelation of the text. So put your comments in there and so that we can respond to that throughout the day. It's the text, the talk, and the takeaway. I'm going to get right into this morning's manna so that you can get all that God has for you. Remember to share the manna. Remember to share the manna. Now, before I begin, I want to just ask this question. How is the fast coming for you? How's the fast coming for you? You can share that as well. All right. Everybody, I believe, has taken a selfie or been a part of a selfie at one time or another. Now, the great thing about taking a selfie is that you look at yourself intently. You look at yourself intently. You want to make sure that everything measures up so that the image is perfect. Here is the text that talks about the topic. Here it is. It is James 1:22. James 1:22. Here it says, "Be a doer of the word, not a hearer. Anyone who is a hearer of the word and not a doer is someone who looks at themselves intently in the mirror and walks away and forget what they looked at." Be a doer of the word and not just a hearer. Anyone that looks at himself in the mirror at his natural face, walks away and forgets what they just looked at is just a hearer of the word. That's James 1:22. What about that selfie kind of faith? That selfie kind of faith. Let's talk about that this morning. Here it is. The first thing is that faith without fasting is fruitless. Catch this. Here's the revelation. Faith without fasting is fruitless. You know, you can have faith, and we've been talking about having faith, but if you're not connecting your faith with some fasting, you can't look for many results. You see, you have to understand one thing is that fasting puts a demand on God. Fasting puts a demand on your faith and on God. It is not just that I'm going to believe, I'm going to do something. I'm going to put something with my faith, and that is I'm going to turn my plate down and I'm going to really go at it with some fasting. Many of you are joining us in our 21-day Daniel fast. And if you want to be a part of that fast, all you have to do is go on our website, and I'll put the information in the comments right after. Here's the second thing is faith and fasting changes your spiritual image. Faith and fasting changes your spiritual image. What are you talking about? In Daniel 1:13 through 28, Daniel 2, 8 through 21, Daniel 2, 8 through 21, we find this great story of Daniel saying, I'm going to go on a fast. This is where we get the Daniel fast. He says, I'm going to pray. I know that you want certain things to happen from us, but I'm not going to do it. And I, along with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, we're going to fast. We're going to turn our plate down for 10 days. And at the end of that, if there is no difference in us, then you can do whatever you want to do. But I think we're going to be the same way. And he fasted. And what did that do? They looked better at the end of the fast than they did at the beginning of the fast. Here's the third thing very quickly here. Faith and fasting increases your favor. Faith and fasting increases your favor. Remember, here is Daniel in Daniel 2, the whole chapter, and it talks about how they are about to be taken captive and they are supposed to be set aside so that they can be plumped up, if you will, so that the king could use them. During the captivity of Nebuchadnezzar in Babylon. Real quickly, what did they do? They says, I'm not going to have any food at the king's table. I'm going to turn my plate down. I'm going to go on a fast. And at the end of that, they had favor. They looked better than they ever did before. You've got to remember, when we're talking about having faith, you've got to have some kind of fasting component to go with it. Here's your takeaway real quick. Here's your takeaway real quick here this morning. Your takeaway is this. This is out of the mouth of Jesus. He said this: these things will only change but by fasting and praying. There is some things that will only change without other than fasting and praying. Here you got it. You got to get this. You got to get this, fam community. The fact is that the things that you're doing to get the 2K17 blessings that God has for you, you've got to fast as well as have faith. You got to fast as well as have faith. If you want the details of how to fast, then you just go to our church's website and you can get it, or put your email address in the comments. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. We're a little long today, but I had to get this revelation in you. Share the manna. Share the manna. And I'm going to see you tomorrow morning with more morning manna. God bless you. Bye now.